Hello and welcome to Council of Nerds. Today we are going to review Greyhound, directed by Aaron Schneider, starring Tom Hanks. It is a movie about naval warships guarding the 37 Allied convoys across the Atlantic from USA to UK. So let's review it. Greyhound is directed by Aaron Schneider and written by Tom Hanks. It is based in the North Atlantic in 1942 during World War II, when a battleship Greyhound is given the responsibility to safely transport a fleet of 37 Allied ships from USA to UK, carrying people, cargo, and warfare equipments across the sea. And so between these two countries in the Atlantic, there is a place called the Black Pit that is between the two countries, where it is very far away from the coastline of USA for them to send aircrafts to cover that area and protect that ship from the above. And it is also very far away from the UK shoreline, so that they can send their aircrafts to cover that area. So in this area, there is absolutely no protections, and these destroyers are the only way they can protect these 37 cargo ships, which are carrying very valuable cargoes and people. And this is and then when happens where the story starts, when six or seven German U-boats attack this fleet, and how Greyhound and the captain of Greyhound, which is played by Tom Hanks, protects these 37 ships.
Let's talk about the acting first. The main character, the captain, which is played by Tom Hanks. Now, obviously, he's a veteran actor. As we know that this is a very small part of the actual event that is shown, it was quite precise, and the acting burden was taken fully by the captain. And I felt like at the beginning, when he was talking with his beloved, and he asked her that we can go to that tropical island with me, and that scene was very smooth, and I thought maybe she would say yes, but when she said no, and the recording from the German forces were coming in, and they said that after you all die, we are going to your lovers are going to find refuge in the arms of their lovers. And the expression on Tom Hanks' face changed immediately, that I should have brought her with me here. So that was very good. Anything else?
Yeah, talking about the cinematography, I love this film's cinematography, and there's nothing to say about the story, because it's like every other war story. And especially I didn't see any navy type of films before this in Hollywood. And personally, I haven't seen those films, so I love the way they portrayed the navy ships. I didn't remember the names, but I just love that how they wrote the names above those ships. It gave a feel of a game, like a game. It gave a feel of a game. And another thing, like
Very dangerous one.
yeah, very dangerous one. I also love the camera work of this movie. Like, when the captain was moving from one end of the ship to another end, the camera focused on Tom Hanks, and it was moving with him. And I love that between the camera and Tom Hanks, there were many other activities which was going on in the cabin, and those were also, means, it was very. I felt that I was in the ship, like I felt that. And another thing I want to say about the best part of the movie, I thought that the communication, like at that time, the communication was not at not on the level of now. So the way they communicate, like someone from the other room is saying to one person, and he's repeating after that. That I loved about that. And there are many technologies, I think, now I think they're not being used, such as some of the missiles were, they were not automatic, they were all like manual type of machine guns. So I loved all over those things.
Okay, now coming to my understanding of the film is that I love Tom Hanks in this role, and we have seen quite a few times of that Tom Hanks is playing such a character in war films, I think. So this is not new to him, and he has excelled in every way. And what I liked in this film is that what Shankhadeep has mentioned, that he lived this role, and we are also living with him in this ship. Like we are also uh, in this journey with him. And during that black pit, right, that area between those two air covers, which the troop has to the convoy, no, the fleet of ship has to pass through. So that part is really tenseful, and you get to and anticipate that what happens next. And when the German Nazi U-boats come and they start hunting them down, it's really get exciting, I guess. And next, they tried, and all this starts because I think the two of the British destroyer were out of their course, and they didn't came to their help. Means at the first, when we start that they notice a German U-boat, the two British destroyer went shipping or something like fishing. They went to fishing, and they were not in their course, in their line, and that it all starts there. Yeah, so they start this war from a position which is not to their advantage.
Yeah.
So that makes
They were out of their formation.
Yeah.
out of their formation. Yeah, and for that I will not come to that in this video. And another thing that I wanted to mention is that the captain, that the commander that Tom Hanks was portraying, Krause, I guess his name,
Yeah.
Krause, or
Yeah.
Krause.
Okay.
So that Krause was this was his first crossing. So as a first crossing, he has shown tremendous valor and his presence of mind to guide all the troops and lead them to safety, I guess.
So for me, the movie was very interesting and full of action. And it was, you cannot take a breath. Like
Yeah, it is very
very much.
lean film.
Yes, like 90 minutes runtime, it's totally filled with action, and there is never a drop or peace moment in the movie. You're like, when there are some little bit 1 or 2 minutes, you know that something is coming, something is going to happen, and they're always on our toes, and that
And
makes
exactly, I want to say one thing, that exactly in this 90 minutes, like the journey which was shown at that time, the people in the boats or in that boat, they never slept. Means they never
Yeah,
got a
they
break
couldn't
also.
sleep.
Yeah,
and
they couldn't sleep like that.
and exactly like that, when the audience who are watching, they're also on their toes every time, very much like that what is happening inside the cabin. And there are some of the most heart-stopping moments, like when they're fighting with the torpedoes, and there are some scene
And
there,
that,
two
yeah, that
torpedoes are
moment
coming
was,
and they're just drifting in the sea. And another one was like they were that when the merchant ship, they did not see the merchant ship before, and they just
it came all
started
along
making
suddenly.
yeah, they're hard taking a hard right. And I thought there would be some similar to a Titanic like scene, that they hit it in the side, but like, and for in that moment I also realized that well, normal cargo ships are so much bigger than a destroyer, that it was like two to three
Yeah.
times bigger. Well, maybe
True.
the battleships are heavier, but merchant ships are bigger. And coming back to the story, I found the story engaging, and it is keeping us all in the toes. But if I go slightly towards now the bad things I found about the movie, it is also my complaints about the story. As I said before, that the torpedoes are coming and those kind of things are happening. After a while, I think maybe they're portraying a real event, and that is what happened. But for that reason, I found something becoming repetitive. Like they swear off a U-boat, another U-boat is coming. So towards the end of the movie, even it is a 90-minute movie, I found that the events which were talking a bit repetitive, and when a character was getting hurt or dying or whatever happening throughout the movie, I didn't feel that much invested in the characters, because I didn't know the characters. There was no backstory to the characters to make myself invested. There was, yes, Tom Hanks' character was the only character which was given any backstory, but that was also minimal. We get some of the, and so that is one of the biggest flaws, I think. That yeah, the story keeps you engaged for a long time, and if you love a naval warfare movie, there is much plus points. But as there might be a time in the movie where you find it a bit repetitive. So any other flaws that you guys found in this movie?
Yeah, from story point of view, I wouldn't complaining much because it's a real life event. Yeah, some of the I think some of those like the U-boats and what were the significance of those things and
Mm,
some of the characters they could have engaged in those things. Like I didn't know that what happened to the other, like scene is there.
mm,
Like it's a scene. I don't think it's a spoiler. So a scene is there. It was the Greyhound, like the
mm,
ship of Tom Hanks. It was surrounded by three U-boats. So what
mm,
happened to the other two U-boats? They only destroyed one. So
mm,
why didn't other two U-boats came and like attacked Tom Hanks' ship? So these are means I don't know. Maybe this is the only case which has happened at that time. So
mm,
I think that has been portrayed. And yeah, according to means like Gunjan said, some of the characters needed some of the backstories,
mm.
and mainly I felt that this film is about one person. Like Tom Hanks is the only portrayal view of this film. So I don't complain much about that.
From my part, there are quite a few flaws about this movie. First of all, according to Tom Hanks standards, I thought this acting wasn't as good. Maybe it was because the movie wasn't in general as good. And as Sankadeep said in the beginning, he really liked the cinematography. But according to the Hollywood standards, I thought it was quite subpar.
Mm.
And I have seen a few like this Navy war films, and this was like not up to the mark for me. And also the fact and one thing that I missed was that when they were showing those German submarines, there was this background music that was playing. Those really gave me chills at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Every
I
time a
forgot
submarine
to
came.
yeah I forgot to mention that, but yeah, those were
Whale,
giving
I
chills
think that
to the mind.
was that whale sounds, close to whale sounds.
And also I felt that at the ending was very anticlimactic. Like, I am not
I think
saying that like I didn't means, I just felt that it was anticlimactic. They made
Yeah.
the right decision. I just didn't like felt the
Acha,
feel the
you
chills
would
at
have
the end.
liked that if they went
It's
ahead.
Yeah.
no. Actually, when they said that you should go to Londonderry, and he said that maybe we should go with them, and then I thought that maybe there is something more coming, and then it just ended abruptly. And there was also a very good attention to detail in the North Atlantic, that when they panned the camera, zoomed it out, and we saw above the clouds there was the northern lights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was a
Aurora Borealis.
that was a beautiful capture. I just love that
Yeah.
capture.
And I thought that was probably CGI, but the portrayal of
Anyhow, they
that,
wanted to, yeah, they wanted
yeah,
to
that what
depict that.
that what that depicted that scene, I thought that like the nature does not care what is happening under. There is a war going on, but the nature is still beautiful. And but on the contrary of Shomrat, I loved the ending because it portrays that maybe the admirals or the administration did not recognize what he has done. He protected thousands of life who were carrying. He was the convoy was carrying, and the appreciation at the end of the movie he got from that the ship he was passing by, and there and ship from the outside telling thank you Greyhound.
That,
that
yeah,
that was
that
a
was a beautiful
fantastic
scene.
moment. I thought that, yeah, so in that way I love the ending what
And
they did.
one irony that I wanted to mention, that mess man, the messmate,
Mm,
which always cared for that captain's food
mm,
that he didn't
Yeah.
eat for the whole day, and
mm.
the irony is that he couldn't eat a single bite of it.
So to conclude, at the end of the day, I think this is a bittersweet Navy war movie. So if you're into Navy and you like Navy warships, you will love this movie. Tom Hanks' performance is very good, not up to the mark that he does in the previous movies, but it's good enough to drive the movie and give it that special edge that Tom Hanks movie has. So I hope you like it. Let us know if you like this movie and subscribe, share, and thank you for watching.